I'm a bread baker, I'm not a soldier, and I'm fully aware of what that means. Soldiers are due much recognition, and they're due excellent care when they come back from the war zones we send them to. But I will say, Greens are for peace. We would like to end our definition as the empire. The United States doesn't need to be the empire any longer. We are fomenting and manufacturing many of the wars that we are in. We are occupying other nations, sovereign nations. Many of us are not surprised that these countries have decided to fight back. And if we don't manipulate them militarily, we manipulate them economically and politically. It's rather immoral. And that's just my honest opinion about it. And I think you'll find that a lot of soldiers feel that way too. But let's remember something else. Soldiers are almost all working class human beings. And I am on the side of workers. I am a worker. I do something physical for a living. And I do employ other people at it as well, but I live as they do, minimally. Soldiers, when they come back from places like Afghanistan and Iraq, where they have been sent unconstitutionally, we use AUMFs, authorizations to use military force, to send our Army, our Navy, and their special forces and our Air Force overseas to fight in wars that have never even been declared. We have not declared a war since World War II. That's not okay. You need to hear a debate. You need to hear and see congresspeople and senators voting, not on whether or not to give someone else the responsibility to send us into violence or violent action, but they have to talk about it. They have to talk about it, and they have to do it in public so that you can hear and see what they're saying and where they stand, whether they represent you well. Democrats and Republicans, again, are pretty much all just in bed together with what Dwight Eisenhower called the military-industrial congressional complex. They removed that when he gave his farewell speech, the congressional part. If you can imagine a world in which we are the largest arms dealer that there is, if you can imagine a world in which we spend 57% of our discretionary spending on defense, if you can imagine a world in which we have between 700 and 900 military bases around the world, and there are so many different sources of information, we don't even really know how many there are. When we live in a world where we're about to go to war in Yemen and are preparing for it, but the mainstream media is talking about transgender bathrooms, we really have to start being more honest and adult. We are sending our children, male and female, into war zones. They are coming back horribly maimed and wounded and with PTSD. We're not taking care of them when they get back here. And that's not okay with me. I talk about reducing the military budget, and I mean it. But I'm talking about $1.4 trillion to develop and build F-35s. We don't need them. They're not even that good. Every single person who belongs in the military right now, and their children and their grandchildren could have free college for a quarter century or better based on the money we're going to spend on this plane. It's all about the money. It should not be. The defense of our country should be taken very seriously by a very serious and very small number of very dedicated warriors who've been trained to protect us. We should have well-regulated militias. We should observe our Second Amendment. And if we do that, we will have defense. What we won't have is an empire any longer. It's bankrupting us morally, ethically, spiritually, and perhaps most importantly, economically. And it's time to end it. I'm Matt Funiciello, and I'm running for Congress in upstate New York in District 21. And we need your help. If you like what I had to say in the preceding video and want more information about the campaign, please follow the link through to our website where you can volunteer, donate, or sign up to do something very special for the campaign. But at the very least, please share the video and let people know about the Funiciello for Congress campaign. Green Party, be brave, vote green.